It's your Swoley Savior, Muscle and Malcolm. In this video, I'm giving you my WWE Hell in a Cell predictions, and let's get going because it's a very interesting pay-per-view this year, and it's something to look forward to. Alright, first, the WWE Tag Team Championship match is featuring Stardust and Goldust versus the Usos. And this match, basically what I've been seeing this week, it's about time the Usos are finally not kicked out, but kind of done with around the tag team titles. So I see Goldust and Stardust winning this, mainly because if they lost it, it would just kill their push right now. And I have to say, Stardust is pretty cool. I love that gimmick so far. It's been the hilarious thing right now. Out of all the gimmicks right now in WWE, Stardust is probably my favorite one by far. So, who do I want to win? Of course, you want to see the Usos win just because, they follow me on Twitter at Malcolm899. I'm trying to sound like a promoter kind of people, just saying. But also, I love Stardust. Goldust is definitely 100 times better than he ever was before he left. So, in this match, I want the Usos, but my prediction is the Cosmic Twins or Gold and Stardust. Alright, next, the Big Show is taking on Rusev. And this match, honestly, I always just want to see Rusev lose, but I know if Rusev loses, it would just kill the push that he's on and, what's left after he loses. I mean, it's like he let his country down and there's nothing really left for him if he loses. So, but if he keeps running through all these main event players, then they're just going to be downgraded until they're no longer relevant anymore. Because the Big Show coming back, he came back last year, he didn't really make that much hype. But, with this year and him not winning the Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania, and then him just not doing anything this year, he has to win to basically keep himself relevant. Mark Henry needed to win, as bad as I wanted to win, to keep him relevant, but he lost. But honestly, Rusev is probably going to win this, and honestly, Rusev needs to keep winning because it'll keep him relevant. If he doesn't, then there's really nothing left for him besides retaliating against Big Show, which that's really not going to lead to anything. Nothing that's going to really make a good storyline. So, who do I want to win? Big Show. Who's going to win? My view, Rusev. Alright, next, AJ Lee is defending the Divas Championship against Paige. And honestly, with Total Divas and Brie versus Nikki and stuff, this match has totally been downgraded. It's between the two feuds, the title is no longer the feud you want to be in, which is actually kind of good for the division because there's too many of them around one belt, and there's not going to be enough, airtime for everyone. So put everyone in legit storylines that can actually make matches out of this on pay-per-views. I do like. Honestly, I like both AJ and Paige, and then we also have Paige going to Total Divas along with Alicia Fox in next season or whenever. So I don't AJ's probably the only diva that's not on Total Divas. I assume. I'm pretty sure she's the only one that's not on Total Divas. If there's another diva that isn't on Total Divas that I just can't think of right now, tell me, because Rosa is up there, Funkadactyls, Alicia's gonna be up there, Paige. That's literally everyone except for AJ. And if she's not up there, then it's not gonna keep her as relevant anymore. But alright, next match. Sheamus defends the U.S. title against The Miz, which they keep switching Sheamus, or Sheamus' opponents, every now and then. It's out of nowhere, someone will just beat him and now they'll be number one contender. Honestly, Sheamus just needs to go back to the main event picture because this U.S. title thing isn't working for him. So give the belt to The Miz. Sheamus goes against The Miz again and loses. Because I want Sheamus to go back to the main event because he's not helping the main event card get pushed up because people just want him to turn heel. So I want him to turn heel. I think he was pretty bad ASS when he was a heel. I used to hate him. I hate that guy. So, honestly, I want The Miz to win either way. Sheamus, I want him back in the main event, hopefully. I'm not saying go for the title, but just help the main event out because there's really only 4 guys in the 5 in the main event. Cena, Orton, Ambrose, Rollins, and Kane, I guess. So, Sheamus needs to go back to the main event. Maybe he could feud like Randy Orton or Seth Rollins or I don't know. He needs to feud with someone in the main event. I don't know who. I don't know why, but he just doesn't need to be in the mid-card anymore. If you were going to put a major player in the mid-card to build them up, it would probably be Randy Orton, unless you want to use John Cena. So I'm going to have to go with Sheamus losing. I want The Miz to win because The Miz is awesome. Alright, this is a match I just found out about like literally 2 seconds ago. Like it's like 4 seconds on this little section of the video and counting. Is Ziggler defending the Intercontinental title against Cesaro, and the match they had on SmackDown was definitely really cool. It actually kept me really interested in SmackDown because also I'll be going to SmackDown in December because they're going to be in Norfolk. So anyone that's going, if you see the big guy, say what's up. I don't know what I just did. But this should really be a good match because like those are 2 styles that when they clash is always something awesome because Cesaro can work with anyone and really make them good, but Ziggler can sell anyone's moves and make it look good, and Ziggler can hit moves that look really good. So honestly, I don't even care who wins. It's just the fact that they're facing each other is what makes me happy. That's actually one of the matches I'm actually looking forward to. Because I'm not really looking forward to the main event as much as I'm looking forward to Brie versus Nikki, because that's something really brand new. And seeing Ziggler versus Cesaro. That's the 2 matches I'm looking forward to see. I don't know about you guys. But Cesaro probably needs to win this because he's starting to become irrelevant. And he went from the top at WrestleMania, not top, but, you know, important at WrestleMania, to slowly make his way down. And if they just turned him babyface, then maybe he would have been doing something right now. And I'm really mad at WWE for not doing that. But I want Cesaro to win the title. And then, and this can go either way. Because if Dolph loses, then he becomes irrelevant. If Cesaro loses, he goes even further down being irrelevant. So honestly, I don't even know who should win this because they both deserve it and they both lose and they're both going to just slowly downgrade themselves again like they keep doing. Like Cesaro should have, I'm not going to say he should be world champion. I mean, not Roman Reigns deserves to be world champion. It's not he should at least be feuding with a higher up main eventer, maybe Randy Orton, just because like the match they had from say around February, was amazing. His matches with John Cena were amazing, and I loved it. Literally, Cena versus Cesaro has been one of my top favorite matches this year, just because like Cena did all these new things I haven't seen him do in maybe either a long time or just brand new. And Cesaro definitely brought all that out, and he hit moves that I didn't think I'd ever see someone do, or it's something amazing. So Ziggler, Cesaro, great combination. I want Cesaro to win the belt, but who I honestly think might win it could possibly be Cesaro. So look for a new Intercontinental Champion. I love Dolph Ziggler. Nothing against him. Dolph Ziggler is the man, but Cesaro has got this. Alright, so here's the match that I'm actually watching the pay-per-view to actually see. This is something that a lot of people, this is something either brand new to the WWE universe, or this is just something really random that you guys might hate me for. I'm actually watching this to see Brie versus Nikki, not even to see Ambrose versus Rollins, not even to see Cena versus Orton. I want to see Brie versus Nikki because that's something brand new that happened on ECW one time, but that's when neither one of them could wrestle. Now they can wrestle. Nikki is strong as ever. I mean, look at her husband, boyfriend. And Brie is a great grappler now, thanks to her husband, Daniel Bryan. So thank God they married or dated well. And they both have, they split. They have new theme songs. Well, Nikki doesn't. They have new characters. They don't dress the same anymore. Brie kind of has her own style kind of thing, and then Nikki has like that baseball kind of thing, like on her top. It says, Fearless Nikki, which I actually want the shirt, but I don't know if I could really get away with wearing such as Fearless Nikki. But as long as you don't read it, I guess. And wearing the backwards hat's pretty cool, and then the shoes with the high top socks. Love it. It's so cool. So, I like both of the Bellas, but my favorite between the two is Nikki, just personality-wise. I mean, they're both pretty cool, but I mean, between the both is Nikki. So, I want Nikki to win. Who I think is going to win? I would actually want to see Nikki to win, because if Brie won, it would kind of just... I want Nikki to be downgraded. I mean, they're both going to be a toppy no matter what, but I want, Nikki to win both ways. I have nothing against Brie. Brie's awesome. Brie is probably one of my favorite divas right now. It's like, my favorite divas go like this. It goes from Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, AJ, because like, I like the Bella twins too. So, I kind of kept them with one. But between the two is Nikki. So, Bella's, AJ, Paige, Alicia Fox, Naomi, screw the rest. I mean, well, I do like them. They're very cool. Cameron knows how to wrestle now. She's no longer on that Eva Marie side. She's not really on the diva side. She's right there. She's good. I give her credit. She is doing good. Eva, she's starting to get it. I'm proud of her and stuff. She'll have some ways to go. But that's because she's not able to get down to NXT as much as all the other divas are able to. So I don't really blame too much on her for that. But she could train a lot more. But I mean, I don't know the schedule. I'm just a guy watching just like you guys, so that's all I'm doing. But this should be a really good match. I wish it was going to be inside the cell. That would have made the ultimate match. If they put those two in the cell, that would have been so cool. That's what I was praying to happen. I wanted Brie versus Nikki in the cell. Imagine that. Both of them in the cell. That would be freaking awesome. But, WWE, I want Nikki to win. How about you guys? Alright, so now we have Seth versus Dean inside at the cell. And honestly, this match hasn't really caught my attention that much. I don't know why. I feel like they didn't build it up. It's like, it's supposed to be, like, it's been built, but like, they've been doing this Ambrose Rollins storyline for so long, it's kind of boring. You had to put them inside the cell. I mean, it could end the feud, which I'm kind of hoping. I mean, I like them both, but they need to find new people to kind of go with. That way they can, like, kind of start on their own. What I'm trying to say, basically. So, honestly, I really don't care who wins. Either way, it's a win-win for both of them, because they're both going inside the cell for the first time ever. So, honestly, it could go either way. Excuse me. Kane could get involved. Orton could get involved. Well, Orton's not getting involved, so I'll have on Monday. Or he might. So, I just really hope Triple H doesn't make himself referee or just, like, do anything to get involved in that match, because he screwed up the last year's match with Bryan and Orton. I didn't like, no, man, stop. Like, you already had your time in WWE. Just stop. Just stop. I like Triple H, but just stop trying to get involved in everyone's storylines. It's not cool anymore. I don't even like it when you start talking. You take up a full match time. You take up 15 minutes. God, you ever heard 15 minutes of fame? No, he's 45 minutes a day. God, I can't stand Triple H right now. But would I want to win? I'm going to have to go with Ambrose. No, Rollins. I like Ambrose. Who I think is going to win is Ambrose. Ambrose is freaking cool. He's like not the new CM Punk, but like he's a new Ambrose. Alright, finally we have the main event. John Cena versus Randy Orton. The winner faces Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. Not Survivor Series, not TLC. Brock Lesnar is such a D-bag that he doesn't show up because his days right now. Just take a pay cut there. I mean, God, you're only wrestling twice. It's not like you're like wrestling every single day. You might show up and talk for a little bit. I'm not saying that like, your schedule, you have nothing to do. But I'm like, for real, I'm like, I don't know which one was dumber about Brock Lesnar not show up or WWE to give him the title knowing he won't show up. My God, like now Survivor Series, this third biggest pay-per-view of the year won't even have a championship, like the world title. I mean, now Intercontinental title really gets to step up their game, which I'm enjoying. But I want Brock Lesnar to defend that Survivor Series. Not to show up TLC, but defend that Survivor Series, please. But I would love to see Randy Orton win this, just because Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton, I can't remember if it ever happened before, but it's something different. Cena versus Lesnar is always good, but it's happened 4 times. It's happened, I believe, and I don't want to see it. So I want Orton to win, but we all know John Cena is probably going to win, and it's not because they want Rusev to beat up Cena at the Royal Rumble, so the Cena versus Rusev at the Royal WrestleMania. I don't care, whatever. That's what we want to do. But who I want to win is Randy Orton. Who I think is going to win is John Cena. And we all know how big of a C Nation soldier I am. But I just want to see Lesnar versus someone different this year, because the only other person's face this year is Undertaker, because he is the 1 and 21-1, and John Cena wants to be the one that beats the one that's 21-1 against the Undertaker. I actually said that. Whoa! I didn't think I was gonna be able to pull that off. I was really gonna screw that up. But I want Randy Orton to win. How about you guys? I want Randy Orton to win, because Randy Orton versus Lesnar is something really different because of Randy Orton's style, Brock Lesnar's style. I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, it's a legit fight. I mean, Randy Orton's got the anger issues, and he's admitted before. But Lesnar is too crazy and knock somebody out. So, who I think is going to win? John Cena. Who I want to win is the Viper, Randy Orton. And the winner gets to face the one that beat 21-1 at WrestleMania, came undefeated. And will one of these guys become the one that wasn't the one at SummerSlam to beat the one that's 21-1 against The Undertaker? Who will be that number one? Hashtag WrestleMania Malcolm.